Hi friends, it's 30 days. I didn't even remember to clean things yesterday, shame on me. And just, should I show you what I do with all my 30 pins inked? They go in here. But those are old pins. What's on the docket for today? Oh, I gotta take this downstairs. What's on the docket for today? Let us see, shall we? Did I mention that I kind of want to do a favorites video? I can't remember. If I did, what do you think of that idea? If I didn't, what do you think of that idea? Asking for a friend. Okay, I picked an ink. Another one from Neko Kitty. And I'm going to make a swatch card for this, which I don't have one. It is only just past 10, and I already needed a break, in case you're wondering what kind of day I'm having. And I start work at 9. You do that math. Okay, start with this. Yeah. This is the Wet Pen Deception Pass. I haven't checked his site in a little while, nor have I been suggested videos. Should go look. Oh gosh, way too much ink on here. You saw what it did to me. You can see it goes on sort of blue, but it dries green, if you haven't seen this before. I really like Matthew from the Wet Pen. I like his inks. I've had good experiences with all of them that I've used. And they're not always readily available because he's just one guy and this is his side gig for funsies. But I have used the notify me when in stock thing and got notified. Also, he generally mentions it on his YouTube channel too, which is worth a watch. Okay, so what color is this? I'm gonna pick a pen. I'll leave this going. Actually, I paused it, but we'll leave it going so you can watch it dry as I look. It's funny because as it goes down, you're like, this one might be a good choice, but I think it dries to a color that makes that not a good choice. One of my old standbys, going with the Lamy Vista. I think this has a M for Maria. Bet you didn't know that. You thought it meant medium all along. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yesterday, maybe I mentioned this, but if so, I don't remember. And we decided, the whole reason we did the pork belly was to make pork belly bao. So I went to the other store and they didn't have any bao. The lotus leaf bao. I won't try and do the Chinese pronunciation / name. I'll save us all from that. Oh, we didn't even look at this splat from yesterday. Here's the splat. Actually very flat, which surprised me. But I guess we saw some shading. Anyway, so I made my own bao, and they turned out really well. I don't know if you can tell how green that is now. It's super fun. But they're one of the things where, like, generally speaking, if I make something at home and someone says, oh, it's like store-bought. It's like, well, is it? Or is it actually better because it doesn't contain a bunch of preservatives, or if it's a sewn thing, it's like tailored to fit me, etc. I recognize that as the compliment it's intended. But my partner thought that the bao were store-bought, which for something like that is pretty much the ultimate compliment. Especially because my first attempt at them were awful. Oh, great. Look, the sun's coming out. How wonderful that is for us. It is nice, but it just wreaks havoc with lighting. Okay. I probably say this every time. This was maybe my first fountain pen. I think this might be my second. I think my first might have been the Pilot Metropolitan. But this is the second one. But it's first in my heart. This is right in the middle, and I can't really change that. There's nowhere I can really move it to have it not be right in the middle. Sorry. So, today I still have more pork belly. I have pork belly for forever. And I think what I'm going to do with it is make something like char siu bao, but with pork belly in the middle. Pork belly and pickled mustard green. Yeah, I think that's my plan. I don't know if I'll use all of the pork belly. I think probably not. Which means there will be yet more to eat. Which is fine. There'll be some that my partner can eat with the leftover risotto. There'll be some, maybe he could make a sandwich. Either that or maybe I should just endeavor to use it all. I don't know. The recipe for the bao that I made is in Mooncakes and Milk Bread, the cookbook. Maybe my most used cookbook at this point in my life. What I think is really interesting about this ink is how it really looks blue. I don't know if you can tell there. You can see the difference, wet and dry. Inks like this are so fun to write with. Especially if you're the type of person, like if you're writing something where you can like sit and pause and think about what you're writing next, because then you kind of are like watching the ink dry in the meantime and in a delightful way. So not an ink I wanted to buy because it's green, and you know me, not green. But I don't know. I can get behind this one. It's green, but there's some blue in it. I mean, obviously, but in the writing, I mean, even after it's turned green, you see where the blue had been, sort of. You see the shadow of it. Anyway. Oh, man, I played a game last night called Florence. Very short game. Less than an hour. I cried. It ended the way it had to, in the way it ought to have, but not the way I wanted, because I'm a romantic. And I like the rom-com ending where people... Anyway, I'm not going to say more. I've spoiled everything. I haven't. You should get the game. If you like games. Be prepared to cry. If you're a crier. Am I making sense? I just put my hands up to my face and then immediately thought of the birdcage. We've been robbed! Anyway. Okay. Do I have anything else to say? You know, do you also really dig inks that change color like this as they dry? Just curious, you know, like, or are you kind of just like, whatever? Let me know. I'm interested in that. All right. Hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.